Well, I mean, there's a corporate the corporate tax rate's not well. The corporate tax rate's not zero. I mean, they're playing a lot of games to make it zero. And Amazon's employing a lot of people, but it's also closing 30% of America's stores and malls. And think about how many people work in those stores and malls.
Welcome to the Andrew Yang Policy Series. Once again, we're talking about Andrew Yang policies. Today, we're going to talk about the American Mall Act. Malls used to be a hub for socialization and commerce in many American communities. There were families that would go and shop for school supplies before grabbing dinner and catching a movie. Well, teens would have their first job working in retail, and they would spend their Friday nights with their friends right there at the local mall. The local mall was an economic boom. Well, as e-commerce takes over a larger share of the retail market, many malls are closing down. 300 malls will close in the next 4 years, and hundreds more will struggle. The windows shuttered, the doors locked, and the building abandoned. And we all heard Andrew Yang talk about this in his particular speeches and interviews. So this is nothing new. But this sends a negative signal that the economy of the area is suffering. It also attracts criminal elements who can squat in and vandalize these empty buildings without much interest from local law enforcement. So like Andrew says, the fourth industrial revolution is coming, it's here, and it's happening. These giant spaces need to be revitalized in order to spur investment in the local economy and combat the suburban or urban blight associated with the closing of the malls. So Andrew Yang says, we need to do all we can to find productive uses for the hundreds of American malls that are going to close in the next 4 years. Offices, religious institutions or religious facilities, indoor recreation spaces, anything we can do to keep these spaces vital and positive is an enormous win for the surrounding community. We should provide incentives and funds to help more developers reinvent these buildings and spaces. I've been in one of those giant offices that used to be a mall, and it was great, and it had tons of parking. Now, that's interesting because where I'm at, every time I go to my office, the parking is horrific. So just throwing in tons of parking attracted my attention. And I don't know if you guys in New York or San Diego know about that, but it's true. So here's some of the problems that we have identified. You know, we have to look at it from the perspective of the investors and the local communities. Because one of the problems is if we don't do something about it, then crime and squatters will take over. One of the goals is find uses, the new uses, creative uses for these spaces. So Andrew Yang says, as president, he will sponsor the American Mall Act, securing a $6 billion fund to help struggling malls attract businesses, schools, other organizations, and entrepreneurs to find new uses for the buildings and the commercial spaces. So this is it for the American Mall Act that Andrew proposes. Thank you for joining me for this Andrew Yang Policy Series episode. Please comment, subscribe, and just enjoy my channel, spread the word. If you want change, choose Yang 2020. Please join me on my next episode. I will be discussing net neutrality. Net neutrality, the fight for the internet. Andrew Yang wants to allow people to have equal access without having to pay more for certain services or certain access to services. So this is very powerful. In California, there's been a fight about it. And just in October, they actually tried to repeal the National Act. So this is critical to our freedoms. And I thought it would be the next topic that I bring up, since I did a little research on that and heard something about it in the local news. So I thank you for your time. I ask you to continue to support Andrew Yang, spread the word, so that we can get change in 2020 for our citizens, for our nation, and for our reputation internationally. Remember to go visit yang2020.com so you can get more information about his particular proposals. This is just a highlight that I'm committing to make sure that everybody understands or knows.